Premier League. Liverpool vs Nottingham Forest. Prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two unbeaten Premier League records will be on the line at Anfield on Saturday afternoon, when Liverpool welcome Nottingham Forest to their Merseyside home. Arne Slot's men eased past bitter foes Manchester United 3-0 before the international break, while the Tricky Trees settled for a point in a 1-1 draw versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Match preview, on a day where the headlines should have been Mohamed Salah's latest Old Trafford masterclass. The Liverpool great instead added fuel to the fire surrounding his contract situation by claiming that he was preparing for the 2024-25 campaign as if it was his last in a Reds jersey. Should the Egyptian indeed sever ties with Liverpool in 9 months' time, he will do so having tormented Man United once again, having laid on a pair of assists for Luis Diaz before bagging his customary theatre of dreams goal in a Reds rout 2 weekends ago. The 3-goal trouncing of Erik ten Hag's side saw Slot achieve something that Jurgen Klopp only did once in his 8 full Liverpool seasons: win the opening 3 games of a league campaign, and the Reds' fast start means that only goals scored is keeping them below Manchester City in top spot. Having already laid down several markers on Merseyside, Slot could etch his name into the Premier League record books already this weekend. As no manager has ever kept 4 clean sheets in their first 4 matches in charge of the competition since 1992, furthermore, ex-Chelsea boss Maurizio Sarri was the last to win their opening 4 games, clean sheet or not, in 2018, and it has been a full decade since Liverpool last suffered a home defeat immediately after an international break, being bested by Aston Villa in September 2014, also yet to experience that sinking feeling of defeat this season, at least not in the top flight. Nuno Espirito Santo's Nottingham Forest entered the international hiatus on the back of 2 stalemates and 1 success to kick off the new term, sharing the points with Bournemouth and edging out Southampton before their manager's Wolves reunion. Towering talisman Chris Wood needed just 10 minutes to flaunt his aerial prowess, rising highest to head home an Elliot Anderson corner, but only a couple of moments later, a Jean Rickner Bellegarde beauty salvaged a point for Santos' erstwhile employers, one of only 2 sides to have drawn 2 of their opening 3 matches this term, the other being Bournemouth. Santos' troops occupy 9th position in the embryonic standings, a ranking that their faithful would accept with open arms come the end of the term, including their narrow triumph over relegated Burnley on the final day of last season. Forest are now unbeaten in 4 straight Premier League matches, their best ever run under Santo, while also winning each of their last 3 on the road. Not since 1995 has that streak stretched to 4, however. Speaking of 3-match winning sequences, Liverpool have prevailed in each of their last 3 Premier League showdowns with Forest and have not lost to the Garibaldi at Anfield since 1969. When the late, great Bill Shankly was at the helm. Team news: despite being eligible to make his debut for Liverpool in the crushing of Man United, Federico Chiesa was held back as he built up his fitness levels, but a Reds baptism may now await the ex-Juventus attacker off the bench. There is also optimism that Curtis Jones's groin problem will settle down in time for the weekend, while Alexis Mac Allister also shook off an adductor issue while playing for Argentina and should be fine to start on Saturday too. However, the Reds have reportedly lost the versatile Harvey Elliott to a broken foot, which will sideline the 21-year-old for at least 6 and potentially up to 8 weeks, leaving Salah without one of his recognized backups as he chases a 4th goal from as many games this season. While Liverpool may have one new player appearing for the first time on Saturday, Forest could give James Ward-Prowse and Morato their first minutes in a tricky trees shirt, although the former is much more likely to feature from the first whistle. Only 2 of Santos' players are taking up beds in the infirmary, as Danilo recovers from the sickening ankle injury he sustained on the opening weekend. While defender Willy Boley hurt his calf on international duty and is unavailable too, expected to keep former Liverpool striker Taiwo Awoniyi at bay, Wood will endeavour to finally score a league goal against the Reds at the 12th time of asking, having never made the net bulge versus Saturday's hosts in 11 previous league affairs. Liverpool possible starting lineup: Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Mac Allister, Gravenberch, Sulla, Szoboszlai, Diaz, Jota. Nottingham Forest possible starting lineup: Sells, Williams, Milenkovic, Murillo, Aina, Ward-Prowse, Anderson, Elanga, Gibbs-White, Hudson-Odoi, Wood. We say, Liverpool 2-0 Nottingham Forest, while it is still very early days in Slot's reign. It is difficult to highlight any weaknesses in this current Liverpool team, who should have no problems keeping low-scoring specialists Forest at bay. The international break should not have disrupted the Reds' momentum too much, so we can only picture Slot's 100% record staying intact as Forest head home empty-handed. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.